Well, hello and welcome and welcome and hello. Thank you for tuning in to an absolutely exciting, thrilling live edition of Un Poco Mas, the show where Hurricane Lopez, Stock, Karen, and myself, Danny Deals, bring you just a little bit more information. Guys, today, if today ends in a Y, we would like to talk with you about the SOFI stock. Um, Guys, taking a look at the stock today, we can see the stock is up about 23 cents or 2.4%. The market is green, but not explosively so. S&P is up just a quarter point. NASDAQ is up 0.6%. But FinTech, guys, namely Upstart, is just absolutely going insane. It's up $10 on the day on a big short squeeze, it looks like. And Affirm is trailing along up 7%. Of course, SoFi is only up just over 2%. Not really a huge shocker. I would say SoFi is not only the best of the fintechs, the best management, the best, most diversified business model, but it's also going to be a little bit more stable, guys. Companies like Upstart and Affirm are really feast or famine. When the economy got a little bit sketchy there, everybody was worried. They got absolutely hammered, even more so than SoFi. But people who are saying this rally's done, that SoFi is now overvalued here under $10. I believe, again, this is just a false narrative created by the media analysts. I mean, a lot of these same analyst houses, a year and a half ago, they had 2 years ago, they had price targets on the SoFi stock $20, $25, $30. I was looking back, and Wedbush had a price target on the stock of $20. Morgan Stanley was talking about their bull case was $46 if SoFi did this, this, and that, and they got the bank charter and the deposits were growing. All those things have basically happened, yet instead of, their bear case or their bull case being in the 30s where, you logically expect it to go from a couple of years ago, now they're at $7 after several years of really, really good execution. So, guys, it is what it is. I just want to point out that you know the options volume is a lot more reasonable. We don't have a bunch of options out at 1050 and 11, which most earnings weeks you'd see options going out like 12, 1250. We're just not seeing that, guys. I think mostly what we are seeing is shorts, hedging, and different market makers doing their mechanic stuff that I don't really understand. But what we're not seeing is just retail traders just scooping up a ton of those calls. And guys, if you own the calls, I know everybody thinks this is going to run up past 10 through earnings, and I predicted that myself. But, um, you know, empirical evidence will show you I have no idea what's going to happen. I would unload those options early when they're up, guys. Every single week, those options tend to peak like Tuesday into Wednesday, and then their value absolutely gets decimated on Thursday, and then become worthless on Friday. So whoever's wringing profit out of those options is doing so like on Wednesday. So don't expect them to keep going up until Friday all the time. I know that's what we'd like to happen, but that's just not always what happens. Guys, taking a look at the chart, I know, guys, I'm not psychic. I know often it seems that I am psychic because I tell you weeks in advance what this chart's going to do, but I just have a very close relationship with the SoFi stock. I really, guys, if I'm going to put hundreds of thousands of dollars of my funds at risk on a pre profit stock, I'm going to do my homework and I'm going to follow this thing very, very closely. So, yesterday I was just sketching and I said, we found support here. and I drew this arrow, and lo and behold, Danny Deals was right. What do you know, guys? Must be a full moon. Must have a four-leaf clover up. No, guys, I don't know. I just got lucky. I just get lucky all the time, guessing where this stock's gonna go and making tons and tons of money on it. But anyway, guys, I digress. I don't want to toot my own horn, but beep, beep. Um, anyway, guys, this is the chart. This is what the stock's doing. Let's take a look at the daily. You can see it's just my scribbles everywhere. But stock is just dancing above the 50-day moving average beautifully. Um, the algo is working very, very hard. The short interest, guys, the data is just all over the place. It makes no sense. It might make dollars, but it don't make no sense. You know what I'm talking about, Turd Army? How are you guys today? Is anybody watching this turd? We got 11 people in the house. Welcome and hello and welcome, everybody. Russo, good to see you again. C-Bar, Tran Hoya, let's go. Roland Dubs, good morning, Roland Dubs. Bobby Joe, you know I love people with two first names. That's the South in me. Me and Bobby Joe make some barbecue, have some sweet tea. I don't know. Bobby Joe could be from Manhattan for all I know. But anyway, I just appreciate you guys joining me here today. I kind of lost my train of thought. But guys, the short's not making a lot of sense because when this cost to borrow max spikes to 14%, you expect that the market is very, very tight, and that's what we're seeing. But then they're supposed to be returning 3 million shares, and this data is not live. It's called live short interest, but it's very good, but it's not live. And a lot of this stuff they have to catch up with what's going on in the dark pool. It's not like promptly reported. But guys, the short is still at 15%, guys. And you see what's going on with Upstart. You see what happens. Do you see what happens, Larry? Do you see what happens, Larry, when you my inner Sobchak coming out there. But guys, volume's only 23 million. I mean, when you take a look at Upstart, the stock is just going absolutely insane, and it's only trading 14 million shares, but it usually, the average is only 10 million, and people are just buying the hell out of Upstart. I mean, guys, the stock is up 20% on the day. And I mean, I like to make fun of Upstart, but who wouldn't want those gains? I mean, I know I would, um, either in the gym or in my stock portfolio, but alas, I'm experiencing neither. Um, guys, a great article actually out. I hear so much FUD, so much misinformation about how the high interest rates are hurting SoFi when in fact they're actually helping SoFi. And when they talk about, the student loan refi opportunities, SoFi identified at $200 billion. Chris Lapointe, namely, what a great CFO, by the way. It's not just Noto, guys. There's a whole management team. I know um, SoFi spends a great deal of money on stock-based compensation for their executive and management team, but I think in the end, for the long-term investor, that's going to prove to be wise because a young company cannot establish a team of this quality just paying in cash. They just don't have the money, and this gives management a ton of skin in the game, maybe a little bit too much, maybe a little bit too much dilution. I would like to, slow it down as the company makes positive net cash flow. I believe we're already making positive cash flow just slightly, but I have to look at of course, the numbers coming out this Monday, earnings Monday. Guys, what do you think's going to happen? No, let me, in the live stream, the comments are over there. Let me know what you guys think about the ER. I'm looking for 2 cent loss, guys. I'm looking for a 2 cent loss and a shard attack after earnings. But what do we got? What do you think about the X Corp, PayPal, SoFi connections? Yeah, I mean, of course, C-Bar, I'm hearing, good morning, German Pancake. I'm hearing a lot about that. You know, it's just tough for me because SoFi has a young, affluent client base. I am not really a huge like Twitter X guy right now. I don't think that's an innovation, just changing the sign and putting it to X. And it's all of a sudden going to be a super app. Remember, PayPal is a different company. I don't think this integration is happening with PayPal, and I don't think PayPal even has cutting edge technology like SoFi does. Would it be good for the stock? To partner with X and Elon Musk on a super app? I mean, absolutely, because you would just see, either if it's Galileo doing that, you would see that explode, or if they actually explicitly partner with SoFi, like an Apple Goldman type relationship where SoFi actually handles all the, you know, basically all the stuff and it's just branded X or whatever X turns into. That's great, but I'm just saying, guys, everybody's looking for that, goose that lays the golden egg. Everybody's looking to get rich quick. Everybody's looking for that announcement, the rocket ships, the moon. And that's just not what I'm looking for out of SoFi, guys. I'm looking for what I've seen since the beginning. That's that wheel strategy centered around banking that's good to customers. They have great products. They get, really young, high quality people into SoFi at a young age, keep those customers for decades, sell them products that make the company a ton of money, such as mortgages, auto loans, refinancing, credit cards. I mean, guys, that's what I'm looking for. I want this business to actually run and I want to make dividends for decades off of this business. And I think this company, like Anthony Noto said, is going to be a top 10 financial institution. Would it be great to partner with, Twitter or Apple or any of these major companies? Absolutely. I mean, of course, particularly if there's not a lot of capital outlay or dilution on our end. That would be wonderful to have any deal that didn't involve getting bent over a barrel. But in any case, guys, it would really depends on what the deal is because, guys, the devil is in the details. I mean, every deal can be good or bad. Like, when Apple did the bank, I remember a lot of the turd trolls posting, SoFi's done, Apple's out, all their SoFi customers are Apple fanboys too, and it's like, guys, it's not as easy as everybody thinks. It's just not that easy to get a bank charter and make this whole thing work. And all Apple was actually doing was just putting their brand on cards from Goldman Sachs, and Goldman Sachs sucks. I mean, they suck. Marcus sucks. Like, their CEO is off DJing. He's this bald guy and he's always, DJing festivals and probably taking a bunch of drugs. I mean, I don't know that, but allegedly. I mean, the guys, their company is kind of becoming a laughing stock. They don't make money. They're always paying out for these, sexual lawsuits with their executives, allegedly, in my opinion, blah, 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 all this other stuff. And everybody's like, SoFi's dead, SoFi. Meanwhile, SoFi just keeps winning, just keeps executing, just keeps on their plan. They're on the grind all the time. That's why I love Anthony Noto. It's no nonsense. It's numbers, it's growth, it's consistency, it's excellence. SoFi and Anthony Noto and Chris Lapointe and the whole team just piss excellence. And that's why. Do you guys think any of the big banks are afraid of Upstart or Affirm or any of these buy now, pray later companies that sell you Peloton bikes and deliver it directly to your trailer park and give you 84 easy payments on that Peloton bike? Nobody's afraid of these companies. They're afraid of SoFi. That's why they attack SoFi. They short Upstart because it's garbage. They short SoFi because they want to kill the business because they're taking their banking customers, they're taking their credit card customers, they're taking their loan customers. These are their most lucrative customers, these high earners with the high credit scores who want to take on debt and spend money. That's the SoFi customer. That's how we roll, and that's who we are. If we partner with X, wonderful. I think that could be very good for the company. And if we don't, we just keep on kicking ass because that's what we do at SoFi. That's who we are. That's our ethos. That's our mantra. We kick ass every single day and we execute and we don't make excuses. When the market and the government tries to destroy the company, when shorts try to destroy the company, what do? We reinvent ourselves, we completely change the business, and we become a better lender and a better bank than companies that have been doing this for hundreds of years. Been a bank for like 2 years, guys. Let's go to this article. Let's stop me rambling, guys. I haven't had enough coffee here today. Let's have a little double espresso, a little Lavazza from the Philips coffee robot. Let's see, guys. Before I go through this article, which again is excellent, guys, people make fun of Seeking Alpha. I'm not sure why. Seeking Alpha has really good articles, and I think they have the best authors out there. They don't pay me anything. I'm not an affiliate. Guys, I'm not monetizing my YouTube channel because I don't want you guys to get hit with a bunch of ads and a bunch of turd bullshit. So I don't need it. I'm not here for the money, not here to sell you nothing, but I do like Seeking Alpha for whatever it's worth. Um, Danny Deals, working from home. Good to see you, Keko72. German Pound Cake. Love me some Walter. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? You're not wrong, Walter. You're just an asshole. He's like, well, thank you very much. Like, yeah, excuse me. Let's see. Who else is here, guys? Dimitri G. Good to see you, Dimitri G. Good morning, Danny D. As long as I feel SoFi strong fundamentals. I absolutely agree with you. The short-term action is unimportant. It's just if it goes down enough, maybe you want to buy. That's all I worry about. Ukeko, honestly, I don't see $10 before earnings. Yeah, it is. There's Ukeko. The market is working very hard. You think SoFi would be up at least 5% today, given what Upstart's doing. Given that earnings are coming up, there's a lot of excitement, but there's a lot of forces working against SoFi, and there have been for a long time now. And people are like, oh, this can't go any higher, guys. I mean, I don't know if you guys just woke up yesterday or if you've ever done this before, but guys, this stock was up in the 20s multiple times, and the business has done nothing but win and execute. Winning. Charlie Sheen. We're drinking tiger blood with Charlie Sheen. That's how much we're winning. And, we're up only 2% today. We can't break through that $10 mark. And that's not because people aren't excited about the stock and want to buy the stock. The volume is only 24 million, guys. I've been telling you, when they want to kill the stock, they do it two ways. They do it with volume and they do it with borrowing. If all the order desks, if all the trading desks from all the institutional investors simply agree, tacitly, of course, there wouldn't be any illegal coordination ever with market makers or analysts or anything like that. But they just agree, hey, we're not going to buy SoFi today. We can buy it tomorrow when we want it to go up. If we want to hold it down today, we just don't buy. Volume dries up. All there is retail fighting the shorts, fighting the market makers, and they just can't, they can't push it up more than a couple percent on this moderate volume. So they can fix the market a million ways, guys. Don't try to fight. Don't try to swim upstream. If the stock's pushed down, buy, wait for the long term, wait for the fundamentals to catch up. And as they make net profit and free cash flows, the stock price will reflect those numbers. I absolutely guarantee that because free cash flow rules everything. Cash rules everything around me. Dollar, dollar bills, y'all. Um, Rolling Dubs. Let's see, Roland Dubs, one of the best, one of my best supporters. Roland Dubs, thank you. This guy, not only that, but he's got a bass box in his car that is rattling every screw and bolt loose from that vehicle, and he doesn't care. Just turns that shit up and he fucking lets it pump. And if he's at a stoplight, he's rolling dubs and he's pumping his beats, and that's just the way it is, guys. No apologies, and that's how I roll too. But I don't have that great a stereo system. It's pretty much bone stock. Dimitri G, what's up, buddy? Morning, Danny D. As long as I feel, yeah, I already read that one. I don't see $10. Yeah, I already read that one. No toe left Twitter because Jack was a hippie. Yeah, I like hippies though. Sorry. Keep on keeping on. Thanks, C-Bar. Appreciate you. Really, really appreciate you guys. They're holding the SoFi stock down. Let me get through this article and get you guys out of here. I know you people are very, very busy. That's why you're on this mind-numbing live stream here today. SoFi Technologies has executed at a high level since coming to the public market. Guys, there's a lot of data, there's a lot of honest numbers in this article. That's why the FUD spreading turd trolls will hate articles like this because it's full of data and it actually shows the growth and it shows the truth. And that's why I want to bring it to you. Um, Okay, JKL. I have nothing against DJs, guys, but when you're a stockholder in a company and you're paying tens of millions of dollars for a guy to take private jets to festivals, electronic music festivals, and like, okay, if you want to go DJ, but just pay for it yourself. Is that fair enough? JKL 146? Can can we agree with that? Yes, I have nothing against DJs, but I'm saying if you're a CEO in your 60s and you have a company that is kind of not doing well with the business side and the consumer side is a disaster, and you're basically, your business is in trouble, your whole model's in trouble, it's a dinosaur. I would like you to be working and earning that salary and not just taking 3 days to go off and, spin records and all that stuff. But that's just me. I'm not against DJs. I am against the Goldman Sachs CEO sort of what I believe to be a bit of odd sort of behavior and a huge waste of shareholder money on his travel and leisure and hobbies, whatever that may be. If he decided that he wanted to do interpretive dance in Europe and shareholders were paying for those private jet flights and accommodations and stuff, same thing, guys. I don't care what he's doing. It doesn't bother me that it's DJing. I think it is a little bit problematic for investors, M&A, IPO, whatever it is. I don't think it helps their reputation as sort of a serious institution. That's my honest opinion. I'm not saying DJs aren't serious. I'm not attacking DJs. But I'm attacking Goldman. I'm attacking these turds that said SoFi is going to go out of business because of the Apple deal, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, guys, back to the article. SoFi student loan business expected to rebound following the Supreme Court decision, $200 billion opportunity. I wrote my original thesis 2 years ago. SoFi is still pursuing its banking charter. You can read that here. I invite you to go back. It is informative to look back where we were 2 years ago and see how well SoFi is executed. Ironically, SoFi has become a much better business over the past 24 months, despite the stock falling roughly 40%. That's what I keep saying over and over, guys. SoFi keeps executing, keeps doing better and better and better, and the stock just kept getting hammered and hammered and hammered, and you're like, oh, what are they going to reward this double beat or triple beat earnings with a raise in guidance? Oh, yep, we're going to get attacked and go down 30% in the couple weeks after the earnings. It was very predictable. But I just kept buying, just kept the faith, kept listening to management. And as long as management was, hitting their promises and delivering, that's fine with me. Attack the stock. I'm long term. So I'll walk you through my updated investment thesis below and explain what I'm looking for in the company's upcoming ER. Um, Guys, again, look at the actual numbers, the actual data. Stop listening to the FUD and the what ifs. That's all the bears have is FUD and what ifs. They're like, what if all the loans default? What if SoFi needs to raise money? What if the bank doesn't work? What if this? What if that? What if they can't make any student loans? It's like, hey, they haven't been able to make any student loans the past, 6, 8 quarters, and they've been absolutely killing it. So I'm looking at what actually happens, not FUD, not made ups. A lot has changed in 2 years. SoFi successfully obtained a bank charter. Users have rapidly flocked to SoFi's super app approach to digital banking. Listen to these numbers, guys. Listen to the numbers, guys. Listen to the numbers. Members have grown from 2.2 million in Q1 of 2021. Guys, that's only 2.5 years ago, to 5.6 million, more than doubling in just 8 quarters. Guys, that's closer to tripling. I mean, tripling would be 6.6, doubling would be 4.4. So it's actually closer to tripling than doubling, but I digress. 2.6xing or whatever it is, but you see the graph there. As a bank, SoFi's enjoyed a surge in net interest income. And guys, this is the key. Everyone who criticizes the personal loans, look at the actual results of holding those loans. Huge increase in net interest income. And that's what's been driving, the profitability, the EBITDA. The EBITDA has been driven by this net interest income. The difference between what it received on loan funds and what it pays depositors. That's net interest income, guys. They're paying depositors 4%. They're loaning that money out at 12 to 15%, or on credit cards, maybe 17, 18%, whatever it might be. So it's a huge profit margin, guys. That spread is, that's what banks do. They try to, other banks pay you zero, at least SoFi pays you four, but then they loan it out at 3, 4 times that interest rate. And that's how banks make a ton of money. It's really not extremely complicated. Try being a loan shark. It's like being a loan shark without having to break anybody's arms. It's like Rocky Balboa. He's like, well, break his finger. Didn't you break his fingers, Rock? I don't want to break his fingers. What the guy do with me? I want to go punch meat. I want to punch meat. I have a dog named Buckus. You know what I mean? And it's like, Rocky didn't want to break the guy's hand. Like, Rocky's kind of a gentle soul. Of course, he was punchy. He wasn't punchy, but he was a good guy deep down. Really love the original Rocky. What a great film. Highly, highly underrated actual acting performance by Sylvester Stallone in that movie. But anyway, guys, really doesn't have that much to do with this article. The dramatic increase in the federal funds rate has also helped, as banks typically thrive in higher rate environments. That's why SoFi has different businesses, guys. They can thrive in a low rate environment. They'll be making a lot of refis on the student loans. They'll be making a lot of home loans. They'll be making a lot of line of credit loans. Um, Hey guys, let me just pause this for one moment, and I will get right back to you. Hey guys, sorry about that. Don't know if anybody is still here. Had a bit of a plumbing emergency. Um, Very, very sorry. Did I miss the Captain Vlog started? Hey guys, Air Force is here. Hey guys, SoFi up 2% on the day. Let me just quickly get through this article. I gotta get off the phone, get on the phone with a plumber, actually. Have some issues, but SoFi's the depositor base things look very good. FICO average 751 on originations, and SoFi maintains a strong capital buffer, and they have one of the required minimums is 7%, well capitalized minimum 6.5%, and SoFi 13%. So if you look at all their numbers, guys, 13%, 17%, the required is like 7, 8. SoFi is at 17, 7. So they're like double the requirements for a lot of these numbers. The student loan catalyst is coming, talking about how SoFi's opportunity should be basically where they're saying it is, and they did understand what the interest rates were going to be doing when they gave those numbers. And if interest rates were lower, those numbers would be a lot higher, but again, they'd be making less net interest income. And two things to look for in Q2 earnings: increase in guidance. That would be very strong. They need, a bigger increase in guidance, not just a tiny, like little 1%, and then more membership growth. Thesis risk: financial services are a highly competitive industry. SoFi must continue executing. That's obviously true. And a recession or banking crisis harms SoFi like Silicon Valley Bank. That's not going to happen, guys. Like 97% of their deposits are FDIC insured. So that's just never going to happen. Guys, looking at the chart again, here you can see it is basically mirroring what we thought was going to happen, and that's trying to push up toward $10 before earnings. Will it push through that today or tomorrow? Time will tell, guys. I'm not really able to predict the market, as you may have noticed. But guys, on the day, again, SoFi stock up about 19 cents or 2%. Volume has slowed considerably. And I have to end this live stream. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll try to touch base with you guys again real soon. Appreciate everybody for joining me. Carl, what's up, Carl? How you doing? Carl Seamark. Hope you guys all have a great day, and I will update you on the SoFi stock a little later after I take care of the pipes at home. Thanks, guys. You guys all have a great day. Let's go SoFi. Go SoFi. It's un poco mas. It's Danny Deals for Hurricane Lopez.